Howdy, everybody. Sorry, I was having issues. I was trying to do the live outside, and my phone decided not to connect. So it is what it is. So sorry. Well, anyway, I'm here. We survived the storm barely. I didn't get the video out today because of the storm last night. Basically, kept losing power. So I sat here and kept trying. Every time I tried to get it, do a little bit of editing, it would lose power, and then it would want to start all over again. And so, needless to say, I've been working on it a good portion of the day. So, and I knew I had the live tonight, so I appreciate y'all bearing with me. So, Ariel, we got Petrus, Charlene, Treasure, Neil. What's happening, everybody? Um, I know it is what it is. So it is. Sorry, guys. There's Paul. Paul, I do have some pictures for you of, I'm sure you've probably already seen them, everybody else's live or everybody else's video of your buddy there. She was, dressed up as the Smurfette. So there's Hale Fisher. What's happening? So what else is going on? Anybody got anything interesting to talk about? Because the only thing I really got to talk about tonight is the storm. It was only supposed to have 3/4 of an inch. We ended up getting 2.68 inches in about 4 hours time last night. I had both the pumps, both the ponds pumped all the way down. All right. And woke up this morning and they were both over the banks. There's Brian Wilkerson. So it was, hey, Ouachita Pharmacy, what's happening? So yeah, it was like I said, it was crazy that both the ponds were overflowing. So I had to take Bertha out this morning and dig a kind of a wide ditch coming off the back pond where the ducks are going to be, so I could get that back in there. Oh, there's Marilyn Gray. What's happening? Greg Kozier. So I had to dig something back there because it was overflowing so bad that it was just like slowly but surely leaking out. But it had gotten so bad even that the shop even's got 4 inches of water in it. So like, I had to do something there because I can't run, I can only run one pump, out there. So I've only got one pump. So that's probably why. But I've got one pump running on the big pond right here in front of the house. And then the other one, I'm just letting it drain with the ditch out there. So there's Beth with BNS Odyssey. What's happening? Right? I agree, Wes. That's all right. We have things to take care of them to solve that problem. Oh, man. So yeah, the bridge idea I think is going to be very cool. I'm looking forward to that. So, and as far as the thumb goes for the backhoe, before everybody asks, yes, I have ordered it, but we're having issues getting it. He thought it was going to be just, getting the fittings. We thought it was going to be a quick, easy thing, but they've been paid for and ordered, but can't seem to get them. What's happening, Brian? I know, and everybody, all of my views are going so far down because everybody's like, well, we don't want to just see the mud issue all the time. Well, you know, I can't do nothing about that, and I don't, with the views that so far down, we're not making the money to buy a bunch of materials to keep building on stuff, and adding and fixing stuff. So it's kind of like a catch-22, and damned if I do and damned if I don't, So sent us to the hidey hole at midnight. I was up till 5. Yeah, I was up till about midnight or so, a little after 12, and then at that point it was like, okay, I've had enough, man. The power kept going out and going out, and it's all it is just the trees hitting the lines, and just enough to short it out for a second, but then you got to wait 2 or 3 minutes for everything to restart again. Shut your computer off, the whole 9 yards. I agree, Greg. Double-edged sword. So, I don't know what else to do. I'm gonna, and something I wanted to address tonight was Melvin Donnie. What's happening? Was when Brett passed away, he left owing me a lot of money. So that put a big hurt on me as well. So now that I got the views are so far down, not making money there, and now that all of that money's gone that Brett owed me. Um, I don't know. There's David. What's happening? It was sure nice meeting David last this weekend at the meetup. You know Drew's daughter's last name? I have a care package for it. No, I don't know Drew's daughter's last name. I really don't. There's Jonesy. What's happening? Good night, mate. So no, I don't have that for you, David. I wish I did, but I couldn't help you on that one. So yeah, the meetup was really cool, y'all. I wish I'd gotten more video of it. But on the same note, I was there to have some fun. A lot of people really wanted to use it to boost the channel, and I don't know. I probably should have, but I don't know. That's that I was having more fun, and meetups for me, y'all. As much as I enjoy going to them, that's a lot of people for me. So for those that for those of you that know anything about PTSD, with I have issues with that sometimes, and it still rattles my chain to this day. Sometimes being around a lot of people. So there are times when I just kind of kick back and kind of float and do my own thing and stay quiet. I mean, I'm social, but on the same note, a lot of people just, I don't know, it rattles me a little bit. Just sitting here on the 37th floor of in the city of Brisbane. 37th floor. Are you just hanging out there watching the ocean, being trying to stay warm? So yeah, I mean, like I said, I should have videoed more of that. It was kind of funny though, because Mary ended up getting stopped on the way. I'm not going to show you that video, but Mary ended up getting stopped in Oklahoma, and we came through an intersection and the speed limit changed, and neither one of us seen it, and the cop happened to be sitting right there at the intersection. So thankfully, the guy was super nice. Just told her, hey, watch the speed coming through there. It's a dangerous intersection. We're like, well, we probably won't be coming back through here, but we appreciate it. So yeah, he was super nice to her, and super nice overall. So that was pretty cool. There's Miles and Kim Schneider. What's happening? Scott. Okay, I knew that was Lindsay's last name. You never know about last names anymore, especially when it comes to women and stuff like that. So you never know. Things kind of change. Things can change. So small time. No, it wasn't really even a speed trap. He just happened to be sitting at that intersection when we came through, and like I said, that intersection right there is where it changed from 55 to 45. And you don't. There's really no sign until you've already gone through the intersection. But like I said, we didn't even see see that change right there. So there was no big deal. Like I said, he was all real cool about it. So Mary's not the type that speeds anyway. She's just she's one of them. Do the speed limit and mind your P's and Q's, and nobody will bother you. Oh, I know. If I'd have been driving, oh yeah, they'd have been like, oh, okay, well, let's see how big we can make this ticket. Because chances are I probably would have been coming through there at 65 or 70. 68 in Fahrenheit in winter is very nice. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, you can't beat that, Jonesy, at all. So what are you just hanging out on vacation up there on the 37th floor, enjoying the views? There's Judy. What's happening, Judy? How you feeling? Hope you're feeling all right. I know y'all been kind of hating life lately. And yes, I'm having a cold snack, y'all, because it's been a kind of a stressful day. Dealing with that storm last night and then this morning, having to get up and deal with water. And no, I didn't want to video it all because everybody's already tired of seeing the water all the time, So I don't know. I don't know what else to do, how to step up the game as far as YouTube goes. I'm trying to figure that all out, on the same note, you know, everybody, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just getting a lot of negative comments about that. So I'm kind of like, okay, now what do I do? You know, ain't much I can do. I'll figure something out though. I spoke with my grand youngin that lives in Magazine. She said y'all are expecting some more weather. I'm hoping not. They were saying something about maybe a 60% chance Saturday and Sunday. So I'm hoping maybe that drops down. And it's Brian, you said it's 86 there in North Carolina. Well, it's 78 here. So the temperature is actually nice. It's supposed to be 88 tomorrow. So we'll see. I mean, I'm hoping for some good sun and everything. I know, Greg. It seems like everybody's in that boat that lives up around here. You know, at least those that don't live on a hill anyway, you know, are hating it. Uh, so, Judy, you never told me if y'all are feeling better or what. 'Cause I know both of y'all were sick last time I talked to you. I know, right? Miles and Kim, that's yeah, that this weather has just been unbelievable. Like I was, you know, like I was telling you about I wanted to do the premiere here, so and this premiere was going to be basically, you know, all the things that have happened about the last year or so, and going through some of the video. And last year at this time, everything was dry here, like dry. Like even when we cut the at the barn out, you know, we got a woke up the next. We got well, we didn't wake up, but we got here the next day, and there was a little bit of water in the bottom, but that was, you know, we dug down a foot, so you know that was part for the course. Uh, Pretty much out here, you can't walk anywhere without it being wet somewhere. So it's kind of crazy. We're just pretty much. There's Tony right there. I was just talking about you. Hope you're feeling better. So I've come up with a plan for the for making the engine happen. Basically, I'm just gonna take some scrap I got laying out here and build a little lean-to off the side of the barn, put some pallets down there, and set a piece of plywood on them, and have both the engines do their thing. You know, just let them sit right there. Oh man, thank you, Jonesy. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. Hell, yeah, we're it's like I said, last night was a little bit leery. We had one big branch come down. It was probably about that big around 2 inches or better, 2.5. And it rattled the whole barn. Like even where my desk where I'm sitting right here, all of this shook pretty hard. So I think it was a combination of the wind hitting and then that branch at the same time that it rattled this in here. Like almost knocked my coke off. So I was like, okay, well, it is what it is. I'll just deal with it, you know. What's that, Paul? I missed it, Paul. Let me go back up here. I was saying congrats, Paul. Was that baby born? Um, by the way, for those people I haven't heard yet, my daughter had her partner, and her partner took her mother and myself for the third scan to find out the sex. She's having a girl. Congrats on the girl. All right. She upset her mother when she told her I'm her designated babysitter. Yeah, that's part for the course, Paul. You know, people are just, I don't know, man. People just selfish sometimes, and I just don't get that whole selfish thing. Out and about with M&D, what's happening? Yeah, I just don't get the whole selfish thing. Ah, Judy, I'd be happy with just some regular rain, or you know, or I'd be happy with just if it would just chill out for a while, you know, let it dry out enough so we could get some stuff done around here. Because right now, I can't even do any dirt work. I can't move any dirt or anything like that without just sinking to the, you know, the axles. Northern Louisiana. Oh, I'm glad they're down there. There's Bobby. What's happening? Going to break what ducky weather for you? I know, right? I'm starting to feel like a duck. We ate Lee. Uh oh. Yeah, it's the wind. The wind's starting to pick up out there now, blowing stuff around. There's Woods Bound. What's happening? 5 fires in the last 5 days, and it just rained 6 days ago. Wow. Well, you could start a fire here and you couldn't get nothing to burn if your life depended on it. Kevin got off in time to make the live. Yay. Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate it. Uh, the rest of the whole week is nothing but rain. I feel sorry for my niece who was getting married Saturday. Oh man, wanted to do it outside. Yeah, that's horrible. I don't know what it is about this crazy weather pattern this past year, but like I said, I was sitting there going through the videos and everything was so dry. Even back there in the back, the dozer was going through and it was all dry and it was it was nice. And we're thinking, okay, well this is going to be cool. This will be easy to work out. Everything's kind of high back there, but no, it's not. Go solar. Our electric bill just came in with $13. Can't beat that with a stick. No, you can't. Definitely not. I mean, yeah, solar is one thing, but that takes a lot for the batteries, and we got to do all that. So that's just not something I'm prepared for yet. So, it is what it is. Now my screen just since last night when the storm went out, my computer's been getting goofy, and now the screen keeps going out on me here. Keeps wanting to timeout. So I don't know if I'm pressing a button somewhere and not knowing it. No, I guess not. I'm not pressing anything that I can see. Is the government seeding clouds trying to rain on our parade, right? I agree, David. Y'all got out of here just in time, out of that meetup just in time, David, because that storm come hard over there and then come over here and got it really bad. There's Big Joe, Heavy Duty Live. Get your concrete finished out there and smoothed out. Marilyn Gray, yeah, the weather is definitely crazy, and I hate being that has to be the topic of the lives lately, but that just seems to be the norm lately, and I just don't understand it, man. That why it keeps doing that and being that way. It's like, okay. And Cabana, glad you guys made it through the storms. Thank you very much. We have a solar Generac, but the having a generator the way it was doing like last night, it even went off 3 times this morning. Just because of the trees, the wind was blowing the trees and just popping the power lines, and just enough to arc it to where it shuts everything down for a second. But then when it shuts it down for even that second, it comes right back on, but that's that second where your computer shuts down, the TV shuts down, all your programs, and you got to start everything back up again. That takes 3 or 4 minutes to do all that. And then of course, what happens? Then your programs, everything you was right in the middle of doing, it stops, and then you've got to pretty much start all over again. Paul, what I wouldn't give for a week of sunshine here. Hey, Greg and Jenny, yeah, it was good to meet y'all too. So, yeah, that was awesome. Meeting a lot of new people over there. Another new channel that we met over there was the I think it's the Wilkersons. Is that right? I hope that's right. Yeah, they were pretty nice people. I know, and that's what it kept doing. Is just a couple of minutes, it would shut off, and then it kicked right back on again. It's like everything reset outside, and then we do that. Ellen Moon. In foreign countries, and there's more to come in huge crater holes in the sun. Oh, lovely. So yeah, time to who knows? Time to start getting everything prepared there. Guys, I don't know what happened there. It just went black for a minute. Hi, Auntie Ann. There's our flipping homestead. What's happening? Let's see, back to good in here. Yep, there she is. I didn't touch anything. It wasn't me, I swear, man. I don't know what happened there. It just went black. All of a sudden left the studio. So I had to come right back in. Thank God I was still kicking though. So, uh, what was that? I missed that one up there. Hi, Gwen. I missed that one. Let's see. Like to good, love your video. Okay, cool. Ellen Moon, the sun's causing more storms to come. That's something we definitely don't need there. I've had enough of these storms now. I mean, you don't even know what to, how to prepare for it. Like, especially with our property here, it's like, if it just keeps raining like this, I might have to start looking for a different property and start all over again, which would be crazy. Hello, Karen from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I know where Scranton's at. I've been up there a time or two. Saw your video. Glad your family is okay. Yeah, the whole everybody's been getting hammered. Oklahoma on across here. Kansas. I mean, I was watching the news this morning about all the crazy storms that were tornadoes and winds and everything. It's like, man, are we ever just going to get a break? Go. I'd rather deal with 110 degrees than I would all this rain. At least with 110 degrees, I can start mitigating stuff, a little bit better and being able to do something with it. So Gwen says, hello, everyone. Get me a long coat. I'm not sure why there, Paul, but usually guys with long coats. There's Kevin, Big Wave. Yeah, Mary's not in here tonight. I don't know where she's at, what she's doing. Jonesy's watching your video tonight on TV. That's cool. Yeah, I gotta get I'm trying to get this premiere out, so I'm hoping to have it for tomorrow, y'all. That's going through some of this video was like, oh, okay, Gargamel has a long coat. There you go. Oh, that's funny. But you also know what comes with guys wearing long coats most of the time, But then again, Gargamel was kind of like that, wasn't he? Oh, I see. I had a little cord hitting that control button over here. That's what might have did it. So yeah, so Auntie Anne, she looks so awesome in the Smurfette outfit, y'all. You just I've got I'll put that in a little bit of my next video after this premiere going on here, but I know flashers, right? I really like the drone video of your property. Are you doing the premiere of before property and then after? Yeah, I'm actually, it's going to be kind of like little bits and pieces of everything from when we first got here to kind of like up to now is what I'm trying to put together. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be a little over an hour. And a lot of it's going to be kind of fast. So, we can get through it, because otherwise it was going to come out to be like 2 hours, 3 hours. And I didn't want to do all that, because y'all would have been like, no, I don't want to sit here for 3 hours watching all this. We got 2.68 inches, Bobby. That's what my thing read. It was 2.25 this last night at midnight, and then of course my rain gauge resets at midnight, and then we got 0.43 more. So, and that happened over just 4 hours. It started about 8:45, so 4 hours and 15 minutes. We got that much rain. Drone footage made me homesick. I thought I lived over there. As a teenager, it looked like the Gestapo in the movies, all right? That was comical. Yeah, Brian, you're getting all that stuff. Hi, Rose. You're getting all that stuff that we had last night. That's why. Because that stuff was crazy coming through here last night. Like tornado. I heard Mike in there. Mike, I talked to Mike this morning, texted him, and he said that they had to go take shelter last night because they were worried about the tornadoes coming through here. Not feeling the best. Really sore throat. I really hope I hope he didn't catch a bug either. Quit kissing frogs or Gargamel. uh, Paul sure sold it, right? That's kind of cool. So, like I said, I've been hustling on that all day. I probably as soon as the live is over, I got to go out there and shut this pump off. There's the Waltons. Hi, Judy. Shut this pump off, move it probably to the back so I can get the water out of my shop. Because, like I said, I walked in there with my boots on and it was pretty deep. But I did come up with a plan. If you've seen the video, I did come up with a plan and was tinkering around with it a little bit today on how to make it work to put a little trencher on the side of tow trucks, box blade, so that I can just put it up there and just I can drive around and dig a little trench, a drain ditch trench. So that way I'm not having to make great big wide ones like with the backhoe. Sweet. Second hand and sold it for 3 times what I paid for it. I like that. That's even more awesome. We all are. I missed that one then. All that singing, Auntie Anne, right? Oh man. Yeah, so I had a good time at the meetup overall, though. I got to see a bunch of people that we normally see over, well, we don't get to normally see a lot, you know what I mean? So it's like you see them in lives and you see them in their videos and what have you like that, but you don't get to hang out with them that much. There's Angie's creative studio. We was in between what? In between 2 tornadoes. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy, Angie. I'm glad y'all didn't get hit. I was my phone was giving me notifications last night about tornadoes just south of us, but nothing we had over here that got dangerous. Just the high winds, like they took that one branch down and hit the barn, and I'll show you that here tomorrow. So I'm probably going to release. I don't know. I don't know if I can get 2 videos out tomorrow or not, but I know I need lots of views. I don't know why the views are going down so bad, but it is what it is. I know. Thank you very much, Kevin. I appreciate that. Using that old thing I found in the ground, I think it's a really good idea. And I've, found got that other piece, and I was tinkering with today on setting it, how to set it on the box blade. So, and I've got another one of them hitches, those hitch receivers, and it's just a square box. So, I'm thinking about mounting that to the side of the box blade so that it sticks out away from the box blade a little bit, so I can ride beside that thing and not have to worry about, having the tractor run over the ditch after I cut it. You know what I mean? So I don't have to go out there and hand dig it. So I think that might work out pretty good. There's Making a Home. What's happening? Brian Wilkerson, read my comment. Oh, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that, brother, very much. Very, very much. You just don't even know. It really was a lot of fun, that live. That really was. 15 miles both ways of you, Angie. That's, man. Yeah, we were lucky. It stayed south of us. Like I said, my phone sent out the warning, and it was on the other side of the mountain for us. So thank God. Like being here in this valley, y'all, it seems to work out pretty good as far as the majority of storms. Like so far, like the big stuff that we've had hasn't hit us near as bad as it hit either north or south of us. So I've been grateful for that. But it would be nice if it would just stop raining. Yeah, Lauren Joel, yeah, they got to meet David Moffett. Yeah, it was very cool meeting David. For those awesome buttons you made. Oh, I missed it. I missed the buttons part. Like I said, those those get-togethers, y'all, like I said, those just stress me out a little bit to a point of uh, just, I don't know. I really enjoy them, but on the same note, it's like sometimes it gets a little overwhelming for me. But I'm cool with it all overall. So I can't comment. I didn't highlight a comment to Kurt. Oh, this one. Okay, that's what it is. How do I hide it? I guess I gotta click on something else. I will not be knowing. uh, but what if they want to be a bum and hit the thumb? I don't mind. I mean, if that's what you're into, hey, I can be a bum sometimes. No, I'm kidding. uh, Amy gave me her button and said it was running for office. I needed my vote, right? Oh, that's funny. There's Cassie's Kitchen Creations. What's happening, Cassie? Yeah, so over there it goes again, y'all. All right, I'm back. Yay. Might be touching the mouse. That might be part of the problem. Leave the buttons alone. Don't touch the buttons. And I was with Tara over her camper when you came to D-Smurf. Right? That was a good one, D-Smurf. Oh, I think we had one, Bobby, that last big storm we had, because that, I mean, I don't know, 78-mile-an-hour gust. That's just, it's not normal to have 78-mile-an-hour gusts without having something going on. And we had hail last night too. So, you know, I heard the hail. It was, granted, it was pea size, but still, you know, if you get enough of that running down here at pea size at 40 miles an hour, you know, that can do it. The office she's running for is not official office. It's the office of the head of household. Oh, that's funny, Paul. Oh, damn it, man. So yeah, like I said, y'all, I'm gonna keep working on this video for tonight and try to get this out for tomorrow. Hopefully it'll come out okay, and hopefully y'all hang out with me and watch the whole thing. I'm gonna do it as a premiere, and I am gonna do voiceover throughout the thing, because there's just so much video for a year's worth of progress that I feel like I've really got to do the whole voiceover thing for it. So you're not just getting through some of those super fast spots and then not, and the talking in there and not getting to know really what we're talking about, you know. I'm born and raised in Arkansas. This is not normal weather. Man, I don't think it's normal anywhere. Strong winds and hail coming within the hour. Wow, lovely. It's been getting pretty windy over here. I haven't seen anything on my phone. No alerts, and the weather station is saying it's going to stay clear, but you know, pressure's only at 30, 30, so everything should be okay. Let's find out. Let's double check. After all, I am a regular weather contributor. I didn't want to rub the blue off on you. There's Stanley York Sr. Glad you made it. Appreciate it. And thank you. Yes, we did make it through the storms. It says 4% chance of rain. The only thing it's saying right here is 14-mile-an-hour gusts. Winds at 14, which so far our largest gust I've seen is 4.5. That's been since this morning. There's Glenda Beck. I'm sorry, Glenda. I'm in Northern California. It's been windy here too, more than usual. Northern California. That's beautiful up there. Turned him blue, fighting him off, right? That's funny. Northern California. I've been up through there, Susanville, and all that kind of crazy stuff up through there years ago, driving trucks. So yeah, back in that day, I was hauling cars with a dually on a 53-foot trailer, and I I was at the bottom of the mountain there, and I started to head up this road, and the cop pulled me over and said, "You need to go back down the mountain and stop in there and get snow chains and get you some weather gear." And I was like, "For what?" He said, "Well, I see you got a Texas tag on here, so you might want to go back down there and get you some weather gear." And I said, "It's 70 degrees. What do I need that for?" He's like, "I'm telling you, there's a snowstorm up there, and it's going to get nasty." I don't think I'm going that high, am I? So I did what he asked. I went back down there to this hardware place that he was telling me to go. Bought me a winter suit, bought me a hat and gloves and snow chains. Now, even though I'm from Michigan, we usually have 4-wheel drive in Michigan, so I wasn't worried about snow chains, and never had to really put them on until I got to the top of that mountain. And then I realized, oh, oh, okay. So when I came into this little town, I went around the curve to the left there and literally slid from one end of town to the other until I hit the snowdrift at the other end. And it stopped me. So here I am out there in this blizzard now, sitting in the cab of my truck. I cannot see the lights on my trailer. And now this is on a Dodge Dually, and I still can't see the marker lights on the trailer. That's how hard it was snowing. So this cop sits up there in his big 4-wheel drive Blazer, and he's watching me for a couple of hours. Finally, I get the snow chains on, and he comes by there and he goes, "Well, it looks like you got it." And he said, "I've been sitting over up here watching you for a while." He said, "I was just checking on you, making sure you were going to be okay." I was like, "And you didn't come down here and think to ask if I was okay back then?" Like, I've never put on snow chains before. I didn't have a clue on how that went. Marilyn Gray, be safe. You got to go now. All right, Marilyn, be good. Thank you for coming. About 40 minutes from where I live, there could be knee-deep snow. And so I believe it. Yeah, it's crazy how that works. Like, I mean, it probably wasn't 40 miles that I was, but I on that same note, it was uphill climb the whole 40 miles, but it just didn't seem like it was going to be doing that from 70 degrees to a blizzard like that. So, and of course it's dark by the time I get up there. So yeah, I was kind of hating life trying to put them snow chains on and trying to figure out how to get out of there. So after I got them on anyway, I sat in the truck for like half an hour just warming up, and by that time, a couple of snow plows had come through there and cleared it out a little bit so you could pull out of there and get through there. But yeah, thank God for the chains on there and and the weight of the car on the dually. So that gave me a lot of extra traction there. Yeah, Marilyn, I appreciate that too. Thanks, Paul. Uh, you'll love New York. We don't get that much snow as on an average. Yeah, but upstate New York, I've been up there where I've seen it get 3 and 4 foot of snow. Miles and Kim Snyder, small world, right? So, I used to haul bananas out of Bradenton, Florida years ago, and used to take them up to Canada, Toronto. And I would go up there and I would do this in the wintertime. So going up there, you leave, it's 80 degrees down here, go up there and you got snow. Well, one day I got in early at this place where I was delivering bananas, and I parked up there and was waiting to get unloaded. So I just went ahead and went to bed because it was like midnight when I got there. Woke up the next morning and on a semi truck now, I swear y'all, I couldn't hardly open the door without pushing snow. Like it was literally about that far above my door. So like open the door up and all I seen was this white, and I'm thinking, whoa, what happened? For those that remember Lila Newton, she'd always be moaning about the snow drifts, right? I do remember Lila, yes. Yes, I do remember Lila. We're above Oroville, California, about an hour above Sacramento. Okay. So you're right close to the mountains. Hey, you're right. You ain't very far, and you could be right up in that snow. I don't know where Oroville's at, but I know where Sacramento's at. Nona Milton, what's happening? Maybe I need to catch up. How do I hide that current? Okay, there we go. Oh, I figured something new out. That's pretty cool. Told you I got it. I'm not a computer guy, y'all. So a lot of times I'm afraid of clicking on a button just in case. 'Cause you just never know what I might click on and do something crazy like the screen out, you know. Uh, so anybody else have a get through that weather without any damage? Hopefully everybody got through there with no major damage. Surprising enough, Rachel and Sean's bubble tent even made it through the storm last night. That's twice now. It's been through a pretty major storm and held down pretty well. So that's been pretty cool. Noah Milton, okay, she just love all my YouTube fam. I can't get my iPhone to, what did it say? To upload a video to my computer. Join the club. Usually if I hook my phone up to my computer and try to download videos, it'll time out. There's Mary.
Hey guys.
So it'll time out on me, and then it'll shut the screen down and everything. And then I gotta try to wake it all back up, and it's crazy. There's Carrie Allen 62. Just hit it and go, right? Yeah. You know, sometimes that's what you got to do. You just got to try that button out and see if it works. I'm always having to ask Mary, like, okay, what do I do now? What have I done?
Yeah, yeah. I tell him to shut up. No.
She usually does. Just get out of the way. Let me fix it real quick.
I'm serious. It's better for me just to do it real quick.
Auntie Ann said the wind was whipping our camper around. It was scary. So y'all stayed that night then?
Oh, I bet it did, man.
Yeah, I heard that was just don't hit the self-eject button, right? Oh, so SE stands for self-eject. Damn, now I know. I thought it meant like seemingly exciting button. Oh. I'm glad I didn't hit it. So Annie Ann says, yeah, we left Sunday. Man, I'm glad we didn't stay because we seen that stuff coming in there, and you see the dog door over here, right? So yes, we put like a couple of big heavy boxes right in front of that dog door, and the little turds still got out, and they got a hold of the snack cakes we had sitting up there on the shelf right there. You can see it right there. We had some snack cakes sitting right there. So they managed to get the snack cakes down too and got those and got outside, but then they couldn't get back in. Rachel says their tent popped down. Peggy Norton says, hi everyone, please pray for my family. We lost our oldest sibling last week, 81-year-old Navy chief. Very sudden, no sickness. All devastated. Oh man, Peggy, we are sorry about that. And here's to a veteran, for sure. 81, I think I'd be pretty happy if I made it to 81. I mean, obviously we all want to, our truck blew the motor just outside of the park, $350 for a tow truck to take it back home. My son had to come get the camper. Whoa, Annie Ann, no way. Blew the engine and your truck too? What kind of truck is it, I wonder? I didn't even get to see y'all's truck. Cassie said, hello, Mary. Everybody saying hello, Mary. I love the escape button, but it always waits too long to get me out of the conversation. There's Diamond Ridge Homestead. What's happening? We had rain here for the past 3 or 4 days too. Now we're supposed to have 3 days of sun, and then I know it's what they're saying, like 60% chance. What is it saying? Sunday? What is it saying here? Yeah, Sunday 64 into Monday 61%. So I pretty much had enough, y'all. But the nice thing about it, it is drying out slow. So I mean, I'm not gonna throw too much of a fit about it because it does dry. It is drying out slowly. So like we get a little bit of rain and it dries out, and it dries out a little bit more than the rain. So you know that helps. That is making it a little bit better. Brian giving me a 10-minute warning. 10-minute warning. Danger, danger. Who is that place from? Who is that? Does anybody know who that came from? See if you can guess. Danger, danger. Oh man, that is awesome, David. I appreciate that. 5 members. Yeah, I did miss it too. Thank you, Jonesy. I appreciate that. I spend most of my time. What? I missed that one. Carry on. I don't care who you are. That there's funny. Mike B, Mike Birch, what's happening, my friend? Our vet, lost in space, exactly, right? Danger, Will Robinson. See, that just goes to show you how old I really am, y'all. That's funny. And so many of y'all know it too. That's what's comical about it. Lost in space with that crazy scientist, one that was always trying to mess everything up. Uh, you had a warranty on the motor, Antian. Yeah, Midnight Vlogs. How are you? So yeah, what's going on with that engine, Antian? What kind of truck was it? It's a Dodge Ram 12 valve Cummins. Oh no way! The motor was only 5 months old. Well, then you've got that covered. Okay, so that at least you're safe there. 5 months old. Somebody's warrantying that one. I mean, somebody made a mistake built read on the rebuild. So you should be covered on there, but that's a nice Dodge though, that 12 valve Cummins. Hopefully it didn't lock it up, and hopefully it's just like the pump went out on it, and didn't lock the engine down. But if that is possible, I'll get your number from Mary and I'll call you. Yes, we can bring solar generator for our ladies' lunch. Yep, that we can. Y'all can. We got plenty of them around here. So we got an 8-minute warning. Come on, Brian. You ain't tightened up, Oh no, that's right. You do the 10 and 5. Chat is on. I know, right? Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. I'm grateful. I never. Oh, you got a membership, Paul? That's awesome. Yeah, Paul never does get any memberships. Come think of it, I see that a lot too. 8-minute warning. There he goes. David, 6-minute warning. uh, I know that's Bobby. It is pretty rare that a Cummins, especially a 12 valve Cummins, goes out. But if somebody rebuilt that one, there's a possibility. Them bearings have to be spot on, and I've heard stories of that happening. That if they're not spot on, it will do that. Oh man, your husband did it. Mike thinks it's an injector got clogged. Uh, so it will need at least one piston, possibly more. Uh, but even if an injector gets clogged, that's I don't know. It's just kind of unusual for it just to lock up like that. So who knows? Maybe, hopefully, it's something simple. That injector pump. If that's the manual injector pump that's on that one, I mean that could have just locked it down. Could have had a gear come loose on there or something. So let's just pray for the best. Jonesy. Damn. Who is going to win tomorrow's Spurs, right? uh, read that a UFO hit a jet plane, I think in Arizona. What? He believes it was hurt. It was hurt for a while. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good possibility.
Hey, Brian.
Well, Auntie Ann, tell him he can come out here. I've got a 6.0 that could really use a rebuild. I'd really appreciate that. I'll bring it to him even and let him do it. Yeah, I would love for him to be able to go through this 6.0. Yeah, no electronics. Okay, so that's the manual pump. So there's that possibility that that pump could have just, you know, done something stupid too. So let's just hope for the best on that one. Because those 12 valve Cummins, like I said, those they just don't go out that often. Yeah, that's right. That's what I was talking about inside the timing housing where the pump is. Yeah, so that has been known. I have heard that before. David, sir, come on. You used to give me a hard time because I would get picked on for picked for memberships, right? A 99 Dodge diesel. We pray nothing happens because
Hey, Mike.
diagnostic machine. Oh man.
Hey.
Yeah, Miles and Kim, that sucks. Man without tools, it's just wrong, yo. uh so let's just hope for the best on that Annie Ann. And you know, he's obviously got that going on, but you know, I got you back if I can help in any way whatsoever. The Cummins have the dreaded roll pin that may have come out. Well, let's hope not, Tim. But you know, 5 months old. It's got to be something stupid that happened. You know, if he just rebuilt that thing, new pistons and everything, so yeah, that's got to be something stupid that happened. Because them 12 valves are supposed to be one of the most reliables there are.
Hey, David.
Well, the Holden brothers, right? Yeah, I've seen the Holden brothers a couple times, and the diesel guys. Yep. Big time tools are a necessity. I agree. That's why I have so many tools, and I don't care if I'm out there at 80 years old and just I only use one or two of them. I still want them there when I want them there to be able to use them. Some tools, but nothing like I had with a master mechanic for 22 years. Oh man, that is awesome. That's why I bought the 12 valve. Yeah, because they're just rare to have issues, and they're so easy to upgrade. Like you can put a big turbo on a 12 valve and then not have to do anything but just add the big turbo and gain a whole bunch of horsepower. So we're getting close. We got a 2-minute warning here. Looks like y'all. So y'all got to go check out the Grady's after this. I don't know if they're going live or not.
Yeah, they are.
Haven't seen or heard from them much other than just a few. What was this show comments on stage beta? Okay, now it's doing something stupid to me again. I don't know what I did. Don't touch the buttons. There's Ron Delaris. Hi, Gary Mary. Watching you guys from Frank. Watching you guys, Frank and Rhonda. Well, thank you very much.
Hey, Miles and Kim.
My husband's shop has a huge car lift. Yep, I might just have to bring my 6.0 over there to him and say, "Here, have some fun. Show me, teach me." There's Beachy, and I haven't seen Ace in here yet tonight. I enjoyed meeting her for the first time. That was very cool too. Letter Gang, good visiting with you. Thank you, Tony. We appreciate that. Yeah, Andy, and to call me, let me know. Like I said, I'll bring him that motor and let him have some fun with it. Yeah, I mean, I've even got a lot of specialty tools and all that kind of stuff in there, and I can't wait to get concrete in there and be able to put my lift up one of these days. But it would come. You know, I waited 5-6 years in Florida to get it all done, and I finally got it. But all right, guys. Well, y'all go check out the Grady's after us and say hi. Tell them Junk the Gem sent you over there. Mary and Gary said, come see us. So anyway, we love y'all. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and we appreciate it very much. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget the premiere. All right. See you then.